How's it going, everyone? It's Ben Foggins Media Corner back again with a brand new video for today. Welcome back to another movie review, aka After I Saw. This time for this new episode for the series is going to be my review on the 2024 musical teen comedy film, and this is based off the Broadway musical of the same name, which in turn was based off the 2004 film of the same name as well. And as you guys can tell from the title of this video, of course, I'm here to review Mean Girls 2024. Now, this film was directed by first-time directors Samantha, Jayne, and Arturo Perez Jr. And like I said before, this is based off the Broadway musical of the same name, which in turn was based off the 2004 film Mean Girls. And in this film, we follow this girl named Katie Heron, in which in the film she's played by Angourie, and she becomes a hit with the Plastics, an A-list girl clique at her new school. But everything changes when she makes the mistake for falling for Aaron Samuels, in which in the film he's played by Briney, and he turns out to be the ex-boyfriend of Alpha Plastic, Regina George, played by Reneé Rapp. So that's pretty much the story of Mean Girls 2024. Now, when it comes to the original movie Mean Girls, which came out back in 2004, it is definitely one of my favorite high school films, and it still holds up to this day from being one of my all-time favorites. And ever since it was released, it has become one of the most quotable films ever. Like, everyone couldn't stop quoting the film ever since they saw the movie. And as for the original Broadway musical itself, I never saw the musical myself because I'm not really into those stuff myself. But when I heard we were getting a new version of Mean Girls and it was going to be based off that Broadway musical, I was pretty intrigued to see what this film was going to do here, and I was quite surprised like who was going to be involved with the film, like who was going to be directing, in which in this case this film was going to be made by first-time directors Samantha, Jayne, and Arturo Perez Jr. So I was really intrigued to see what they were going to do with this new version of Mean Girls here. And as for the cast, like you've got a much younger cast playing the characters that we all loved from the original film. I was pretty intrigued to see what they were going to do for their take of playing these characters that we all loved from the original film. Even though I didn't even know much of these actors, but I'm pretty much sure I've seen them before in some projects that they've done before in the past. But I was quite surprised that you've got some of the returning cast members from the original film. Like you've got Tim Meadows returning in this film and he was going to play the exact same character like he did before in 2004 as the principal. So I was pretty excited to see him coming back to play the exact same character that he played before in the original film. And Tina Fey was also going to be returning in this film as well, and she was also going to play the exact same character that she played before in the original film. So I was really excited to see her again, as well as I was also excited to see her that she was going to be writing this new version of Mean Girls, since she was also the writer of the original film and all that. So I was really excited to see all of that here again here with this new version of Mean Girls here. And this film came out a few weeks ago, and I did see this film on opening day in a really big screening, although there wasn't that many people in, unfortunately. But after watching this whole movie here, I could definitely tell you guys that I had a really good fun time here with this new version of Mean Girls here. Although I wouldn't say I like this one a lot more than the original film from 2004, but I still overall had a pretty good fun time here with this new take of Mean Girls here. For the cast who are in this film here, in which, like I said, you've got Angourie as Katie Heron. I thought she was very, very good for her performance in this movie here. And as for the moments where we see her singing in the film, I thought she really nailed those moments. And as for Reneé Rapp, who plays Regina George, I thought she was the biggest standout here in terms of performances here, because she totally stole the whole film here. And as for the moments where we see her singing in the film, she really was terrific for those moments. And as for everyone else who are in this film here, they all did a very, very good job, and yeah, they were also very, very good as well for their singing as well. And as for some of the returning cast members who were in the original film, in which, like I said, you've got Tim Meadows returning as the principal. He was really good once again here, like he was in the original movie. And you've got Tina Fey returning as Miss Norbury, like in the original film, and she was once again very, very good here for her performance as well. And as for the story for this film, it's pretty much beat for beat, because it's pretty much being like the original 2004 film, but this one is a bit differently because this is a musical here. And when it comes to the songs themselves, there were a lot of fun. Like, there were a few songs I thought were fun and catchy, although there were a few songs in this movie that I didn't find that memorable here. But still, though, I really enjoyed the songs nonetheless, though. And as for the spirits that were thrown into this film here, in which this film does tend to throw in some spirits that were from the original film into this film here, which they were pretty fun here, like, and all of that, even though there were times where some of the original spirits that were trying to be thrown into this film here didn't really land under my belt or anything like that. And even for some, like, the lines of dialogues as well and all of that, which it was great great to listen to them again, even although there were times where they had to change them and all that, and I kind of felt it didn't even land on me belt as well and all of that. And as for the direction for this film, it is very well directed here in terms of like the musical numbers, which the musical numbers themselves were a lot of fun here. They have so much energy to them and all that, and I just overall really enjoyed those moments here in terms of whatever songs they were being playing and all of that. So overall, in the end, guys, Mean Girls 2024, I overall had a pretty good time here with this new version here. Even though, like I said, I wouldn't say this is better than the original 2004 film here, but again, I still had a pretty good fun time here with this musical version of a beloved teen comedy that everyone tends to love nowadays and all that. But if you're a fan of like the original 2004 film, or you're a fan of like the Broadway musical, or any of the cast who are in this film here, I can definitely say this will definitely be a good popcorn treat for yourselves here. So that's pretty much all to say about Mean Girls 2024. I'm going to give Mean Girls 2024 3.5 out of 5. Despite its flaws I had with this movie here, I still managed to find myself having a pretty good yet fun time here with this new take on Mean Girls here. But like I said, it certainly isn't as better than the original 2004 film nonetheless though. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching my AK After I Saw review on Mean Girls 2024. And let me know what you think of this musical, if you have seen this already or if you just recently checked this out. Did you have a really fun time with this, or was this not really a popcorn treat? As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and this has been Falcon's Media Corner signing off.